So a level of divergence, which I understand now, knowing that is, divergent ideas must be all thrown on the table, and and I guess ridiculous ones dispensed. Yet some things I bring up, regardless how repetitive they are, it's like theory of hypothesis does the same thing. It has to repeat the same principles over and over, uh, because it's like the simplicity, like is um, it's about baffle some of us, and basically that Mother Nature's barefoot hippie with hairy armpits without a calculator. So uh, I'm so don't be afraid. This is anybody. I've just noticed in the past, especially with the males. I won't even mention any names because I don't want to return negative energy unnecessarily. I'm okay. One thing is, but that's constantly. I'm saying you can't, and it's hard to blame someone not doing something they don't know to do. Like you first have to know to do what to do before you can attempt to do it. I, you know, I'm I don't care. I'm not trying to claim a superior being. So if I'm an inferior being, that shouldn't offend me either. Okay, so either way, um, that's where the term rented echo came from. Okay, rented bait. Who cares? But I don't quite understand the vacillation. It goes back to the males. No, nobody reads it. Um, Vacillation on the issue of their CGI analysis narrative, and that's I'm sorry. Uh, I remember it was in the video. It was a picture frame of a video I saw recently that I didn't know this. I was very informative. CGI and NASA were created the same year. CGI and NASA were created the same year. The planes that flew into the towers were CGI, bad, horrible CGI. And we have evidence because of VHS tapes at home. That's what I'm trying to say. We have evidence from, it only takes one, a VHS tape from home where there's no plane and all of a sudden there's some kind of silverish grayish ball coming to the corner and then you see the explosion on the side. So, there was no plane there. In the story, that's not trying to give news to anybody, but so I just want to know, anybody I meet, like, I'm sorry, I've been this has been my journey on this. Like, why is it so hard? The thing is, this is what the ancients, the pharaohs knew about the firmament. Our ancestors called the planets wandering stars because that's what they were. They knew about the firmament, and they knew that some of the stars wandered. That's why they were called wandering stars and not globular accidents. Here's a globular accident. Here's one. It was a wandering star, not a coalescence of not accidental coalescence of energy that was scattering pointlessly away from each other in the first place. Not to teach you or nothing. Anyone, or just I don't understand why. Why is there such why when the potential problem of terminology division is just merely expressed, why is that such contention in any community, especially of the sincere? I'd say the community of the sincere. This is this ain't about better or worse or sincere or less sincere. It's just I know the most sincere people are some of the ones that don't seem to be understand, or like why will maybe vacillate on the on the issue of planets and not and wandering stars and the whole deal. It's so easy. Even that Papa Sathorsas keep bitching like he won't yell on that. I don't know why. I don't know why. Tell Adam. I'll let me give something to give the children or the wives of the men who flew into the firmament with Admiral Byrd, and let's tell them why the firmament does not exist. Okay, and with a firmament, there's no spinning around the sun. That's in so. This ain't about adherence to the demiurge or toxic masculinity. That's the whole thing. That's what my little journey experience has been. It's like, my God, it is so muddy. You got to like pull that truth out and stick it over here, and just you just got to pull that truth out of everything you hear. It's like, man, you ain't gonna find just it's hard to find presentations that have no flaw in them whatsoever. So obviously my presentations aren't flawless. I've even vacillated on the time. Like, why do I should never say time. I should never say the word. I should never say time, period. And my last, Thunderbolts projects. I think I can't find the full video now. September clues. Who cares? But I get that. That's not making a stance of that. That's just one of the things that open your mind to the pervasiveness of the deception, and the people that balk at the term, or what they call just a simple lie, a conspiracy theory. When lying is what the creatures do here. I mean, are you just saying that lying is what goes on Earth? It doesn't take a big fancy, needlessly complex name. So it's basically, this is kind of addressing needless complexity. It's like that's where this came from. Like, I don't know why we can't congruent on the simplest things that maybe, I mean, if they're completely irrelevant, fine. I'm not trying to make a relevance over something that isn't, but it is very important to know that you're maybe the center of something. The Earth is the center of something. You are the center of something. And that's impossible in their CGI nihilistic narrative, which it is, because that's Darwinism, the whole deal. It's all an accident. It ain't just about the space between everything. Like, it's unnecessary, especially if it's this simulation. I'm not saying anything about this simulation. I'm not. That's the thing. I have no stance on this as far as, because even my confusion is why. Like over 2 years ago, I was talking about, she was mentioned Karma a lot, and I was like, I think Karma's died. I think like the flaw, like I'm saying, like the flaw and indebtedness has just kind of died, because even the Jews know debt is debt, and it has to be forgiven. So everyone can move on. Debt is debt and has to be forgiven. So I don't know about the concept truly of karmic debt, and that's fine. But there's like people I want to listen to, and there's people, I have no problem. They're sincere and whatever, and rank, that's where you have rank, whatever. The children don't care about rank. The children just want the artillery to stop so they can go outside and play. The children ain't worried, what I'm saying? Since it's true, innocent children are not worried about rank and all this adult nonsense. They just want to go, they want the shelling to stop and all the guns to stop so they can go outside and play. Okay? That's all they want. They got it simple. So I don't mean to make. I'm not pulling this shit out of my ass. This contention or perceived contention of like, well, can we just agree that where the ground is spinning under my feet or not? Oh, no, of course not, because of gravity. You're gonna fall off the edge. And okay, but because it is especially if the Earth is conscious, it makes their narrative, their CGI narrative makes no sense. And that's all. So even like astrology, I don't know, like astrology within the firmament would have much more meaning to me. I shouldn't say that, but like, what? It's got to be. I can't get anything out of astrology if it's going to be portrayed as outside the firmament, with with no evidence but CGI. That's the thing. There's no evidence but CGI. Composite pictures, even though why do they still take composite pictures of the Earth? Because they can't get outside the firmament. We've seen funny things happen on the way to the moon. Funny things happened on the way to the moon. The BBC documentary where they faked being outside Earth's atmosphere. I don't know. It's just all very simple, and I don't know. It's like, why does everything have to be so misunderstood, and construed and twisted? To lose all hope, is that? I mean, that's. I don't know. I'm just saying I don't know. So I don't know why this is so complex and why it's so important. Because I know with me, like I used to say, it saved my life. For years I said, oh yeah, I was on the verge, and like I kind of lived, and it's like that, knowing that I wasn't immediately stuck in a meaningless realm of energy hurling from each other pointlessly, like that gave me a reason to continue. Really, that's real talk.